Hello. So the next set of warm-up activities today, which I'm going to be sharing with you, is something that you can do with paper cups. You could ask your children to keep a few paper cups ready. So you could say bring 10 paper cups ready and keep it. So, the number is the same for all the children. For example, here I have got a few paper cups and I've kept them here. So I've stacked them one on top of the other. So the warm-up activity, and you can give this to every child. So the instruction that you give is once, but every child will be doing it in his or her own home. So make sure that the number of paper cups is the same for everybody. Just that we have to be fair. That's the only thing. So now, while you're doing the warm-up activity, it is to engage and get their attention and focus, and at the same time it is also where you help in certain skill sets. It could be concentration, it could be focus, it could be hand-eye coordination, etc. So the first activity with the paper cups is where you take the paper cups and make sure in the very first paper cup you mark something, either with a sketch pen or with a sticker, or you can color it across the rim, anything that you want. So right now I have got this paper cup which I have put a sticker here. The time, now the teacher will say the time starts now. And when the teacher says that, all that the children have to do is to start taking one cup at a time and putting it down below. Fast, at a quick space. And the competition is how much of time do you take? So that the cup which you are going to be putting it one below the other, not many at a time, only one at a time you have to take, in such a way such that you have your cup which has got the sticker down below and your time stops there. So the child can make a note of it. Everybody has got a stopwatch at home, or you have your camera and you can have, and you press the stop button there. And then the child says, I took 15 seconds. Another child says, I took 10 seconds, I took 20 seconds, I took 13, etc., etc. So the idea is not to compete with the class, but the idea is, okay, I'm going to give you one more trial. From where you were, suppose you have completed it in 20 seconds, bringing the last cup back to the original place. Now let's see, in the second trial, are you able to better yourself up? So this becomes another thing where you're competing. So it's very important. Yes, competition, healthy competition is always very good. But rather than compare a child A to a child B, compare a child A's earlier performance to the current performance. So say that, can you try and better yourself up this time? If it is 20 seconds, can you try and see if you can bring it in, say, 18 seconds or 19 seconds? Again, the skill set of, hand-eye coordination, movement, focus, saying where is that cup, and then, the entire attention is there. So this is a very nice warm-up activity which I like to do with my children with paper cups. So again, as I told you, the children will be interested and wanting to know, ma'am, when are we going to play with the paper cups next? So you can use your paper cups not only for teaching in terms of manipulators, but also use these for the warm-up activities. Another thing which I like to do with the children is, I ask the children to take out the paper cup and place them on a flat surface like this. And say, okay, yes, you have placed them. For example, the 10 would be 4 here, 3 in the next level, 2 in the next level, and 1 in the next level. So 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So now you will say, these cups have been placed in such a way, all that you have to do is you have to stack it up. For example, stack it down rather. So you have these 2 cups here. I'm just going to show you a set of 3. How do I do it? And then I have another one which is placed here. It's on a flat surface. You're not holding it. I'm holding it for you to see it. And say your time starts now. That's it. So you've stacked up all the 10. Right now I showed you only 3. So all the 10 at one go. So you can see that the children will try out different ways of doing it in one go, and they're taking it and doing it in the other way. There are various tricks involved in that. So the children will be again engrossed in that particular thing and say, oh my God, this is really interesting. The other activity that you can do with paper cups is where you have the children to say, how many cups do I need to make a triangle? Now, what do I mean by a triangle? Just now, like how I showed you the 3. So you can place 2 on a flat surface and 1 on top of it. So this becomes a triangle, right? This becomes a triangle. So what is the next number that becomes a triangle? So the children will try out with 4 cups, with 5 cups, and then with 6 cups and say, maybe 6 cups it works. Because you have 3 at the base, 2 above and 1 above that. So you have 3 plus 2 plus 1. The next number would be 10, which is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. The next number would be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Next number 6 plus. So the children are engaged in getting the triangular shape, and this is nothing but the triangular numbers. So you can use it for as a warm-up activity, get them engaged, and also simultaneously teach them a math concept which is called triangular numbers. It might not be for them in that particular grade, but there's no harm in telling the children about it. So the more you expose them to these kind of things, wherein they feel that it's all fun, it's all game, and it's not actually where they're going to be learning as a subject, they'll be more than happy and engrossed in listening to you. I use these manipulatives for various topics like polynomials. I use these for probability. I use these in science for musical experiments. I use these in science for static electricity when we are talking about it. So all that you need to do is to just be creative and say what is it that the children have at home, because they're not coming into school. Things that they have at home, and with that, how do I engage them in either a warm-up activity or use it as a manipulative so that I'm able to teach them that particular concept. So do make sure that you do this with your children, and if your parents, please do these with your children at home like a family game. The more you play, the more the family bonding is there. The child feels free to come and tell you anything and everything. So it's very important to engage the children in this. So make sure that you try out these warm-up activities and have fun, and do mention whether you like them, enjoyed them in the comment section. Thank you so much.